Let's raise the big questions. Is there any difference, therefore, between Modi 3.0 and 2.0? Will the opposition this time get an equal chance to raise issues in Parliament? Why is the government, as the President's address showed, silent on issues like Manipur and Agniveer that have been contentious? Joining me now is Professor Sandeep Shastri, National Coordinator, Lokniti Network. Ghanshyam Tiwari is Samajwadi Party spokesperson. Syed Zaffar Islam, former MP and BJP national spokesperson. Jebi is Congress Rajya Sabha MP. I appreciate all of you joining us. Before I come to you, I just want to give why I believe Modi 3.0 may not be very different so far. Om Birla has returned as the Lok Sabha Speaker. There is no consensus over the Deputy Speaker post. The top 4 Modi mantris retain their ministries. And there are no significant portfolios for allies either. There's a silence on Manipur, NEET paper leak, and indeed on Agnipat. So on major issues, the government remains silent. That's why we're raising the question, and I want to take that question straight. First to you, Syed Zaffar Islam. Are we seeing that Modi 3.0 is no different to Modi 2.0? Am I right in saying that the government wants to choose continuity over change despite what happened on June 4th? You don't want to address contentious issues, at least not in Parliament, be it Agniveer, be it Manipur?
Well, Rajdeep, as you rightly pointed out, that we definitely want continuity. Because last 10 years, what we have achieved is something, it's good for the country, it's good for the people of this great country. And of course, the situation in the country has significantly improved in every space. Be it on global space, if you see that India's standing in the eyes of the global community has gone up. Situation in the country has tremendously changed. Our economy has improved significantly from 11th position for 10 years stagnant from 2004 to 2014. We have moved to 5th position and we are knocking the door for 3rd position. We are actually almost there. So in another 2-3 years, we will be definitely there, given the momentum we have in the economy and the economic activities there. Then the overall development which has taken place in terms of the legislation which has been made, in terms of the structural reforms which has been undertaken, that has created a lot of momentum and positivity in the country. For instance, a lot of infrastructure development work is being undertaken by the government purely because there is a good tax collection, GST collection, the direct tax collection, and everything is going in the direction which we have thought, because GST collection, people were anticipating that it will never cross even 50,000, 60,000. Now you know the number, it has trebled what they were talking about in 2017. Having said that, it requires continuity. The whole world, global community expects India to continue as the momentum was there in Modi 2, it will continue. Having said that, now we have I've allowed you a free run for 90 seconds without interruption, but I asked you a question that the contentious issues of our times you don't want to raise. It almost seems as if the government wants to be in their comfort zone. The moment anyone raises an issue which discomforts you, I'll give you an example of Manipur. The President of India gives a 60-minute speech. She did not refer to Manipur once. Please show me where she referred to Manipur. I will respond to that question. Rajdeep, let me tell you a few things. The Honorable President cannot mention every single thing, but she mentioned about the Northeast for sure. Having said that, let me tell you whatever will be discussed.
Completely general comments. He did not specifically refer to a state where there are 220 people who have died for 13 months.
You are asking about Modi 3. Rajdeep,
yes.
Rajdeep, let me tell you, whatever will be discussed and agreed in BAC, Business Advisory Committee, where the representative from all the political parties are there, that will be discussed like we had suggested earlier in the Parliament as well. But what they do, they need to be having a constructive approach instead of a destructive approach. They need to be positive. They need to really be responsible.
So the government is willing to discuss all issues. You're saying the government is willing to discuss all issues.
Whatever discussed,
all issues. Jebi, respond. Here is Syed Zaffar Islam coming on the show and saying the government ready to discuss all issues. The opposition must be constructive.
Rajdeep, first of all, I want to dispute on the nomenclature of this 3.0 itself, because it's not 3.0 Modi anymore. See, the number dynamics in the Lok Sabha has changed, undergone a sea change, and BJP itself do not have a majority on its own. So let us not glorify by saying Modi 3.0 anymore. It's a NDA government. And I am sure Modi himself, the Prime Minister itself, when he looks at the mirror every day morning, he'll be seeing a reflection of a weak Prime Minister. Now coming to your question, whether contentious issues will be allowed to be discussed or will it be addressed, the picture is very clear. I mean, I have all the respect for the President of India, but if we analyze the President of India's speech, as you rightly pointed out, where are the crucial issues that the country is facing? What about the Manipur? What about food inflation, which is at an 8.5% more for the past 4 months? What about the train accidents that has been happening? So many people have killed in the train accidents. What about the kind of Agnipath scheme? See, all these, and also even NEET. NEET issue is not said about that. It's only a kind of whitewashing which has happened in the President's speech. Just one word about paper leak. Is that it? The youth of the country is being cheated on this paper leak issue itself. It's such a burning issue.
Government is saying don't politicize it. Jebi Mathe, government is saying don't politicize the NEET issue. Government is saying we are ready to discuss the NEET issue, just don't politicize it. All parties have to come together. It's a national problem, not a BJP problem.
We should rise above partisan politics is the line used by the President of India.
Yes.
See, if we are raising the issue which is concerning the country, how can it be making it a political issue? We are the voice of people. Voice of people means it is our moral duty and responsibility to raise the voice which the youth of the country is facing today.
Okay.
It is not playing politics.
So you're saying it's not a partisan issue, you're raising the voice? I take your point, ma'am.
The highest burning issue the country is facing today, that is NEET.
Okay. You know, Ghanshyam Tiwari, we saw today in Parliament, though, a bit of a distraction when Samajwadi Party MP said that the Single should be removed and replaced by the Constitution. Now, it almost seems as if the opposition also is itching to find issues to constantly confront the government. The real issues of the day, I believe, are issues like NEET. Those are the issues that need to be addressed. Where does the Single fit in suddenly?
Good evening, Rajiv, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. There are three important things to address. One, that this government went into an election with a dream of draconian dictatorship. And people of India rejected that nightmare of dictatorship and elected a parliament that represents the force of Indian constitution. Especially in Uttar Pradesh, under the able leadership of Akhilesh Yadav ji, the message was loud and clear from Ayodhya, which is leaking to every other district in Uttar Pradesh and then rest of the country. So the issue of Sengol versus constitution fits into the frame that this government, whether it is the NEET issue, whether it is the unemployment issue, whether it is the train accidents, whether it is Arvind Kejriwal being in jail, whether it is Hemant Soren being in jail, or whether it is every hour reminder to Om Birla that what a shameful conduct your government, your leadership in the Lok Sabha showed in the 17th Lok Sabha. We are reminding Mr. Modi that this government cannot be run by his arrogance. This government will be run by the confidence of the people, by the mandate of the people, and by the constitution. Every issue fits into this frame. Every day you will see, by the hour, this government will get a reminder from people of India through the leaders of opposition that run the country by the constitution, address the most important issues, don't skip them, just like in the president's address. Manipur was not mentioned. Specifically, the paper leak was not mentioned. You can't be responsible for the paper leak and say that, oh, now the country has to rise, opposition has to rise to the occasion. Mr. Modi made Pariksha Par Charcha a media event. He is directly responsible for the mess that education system entrance exam that India has. The current education minister is directly responsible, and in any other government, the education minister would have resigned and the prime minister would have made a statement. I assure you, Rajdeep, that whether Mr. Modi remains prime minister for 1 year, 2 years, we don't know. But he will have to visit Manipur. He will have to speak to the students of India. This gimmick of Pariksha Pe Charcha will be over and real discussions will begin in the parliament.
Can I for a moment also turn to Sandeep Shastri, who hopefully doesn't belong to a political party, so you can look beyond the partisan approach that all the three speakers so far have taken. Do you see Modi 3.0 different to 2.0? I gave all the various factors. It's the same speaker who suspended 115 MPs, same cabinet. Most decisions that are being taken so far suggest continuity, not change. Is it almost as if 240 is the new 400?
Rajdeep, I assure you that I am here as an academic and do not have any political colors. For me, what you call 3.0, the only change I think is lesser reference to BJP and more reference to NDA. But Rajdeep, going beyond that, are we trying to seek change or find out change a little too early? We are still in the honeymoon phase. It is still early stages for the allies to take a position. I think the allies are also settling down to being able to enjoy power and get benefits in their respective states. So I think the more things look the same, let's wait for the change to come. I think it will begin with the results of the state assembly elections. That will be a pace setter, and then developments after that. So as of now, it looks as if the more things change, the more things remain the same, as you stated in your opening comment.
So you're saying I
would believe,
yes, go ahead.
I would believe we are looking for change too early, and these are settling down days. And the main people who can bring the change, who are the allies of the BJP within the NDA, are at this moment waiting, watching, seeking the benefits they can get by being part of power. And I think it will be a matter of time when you will see the allies asserting themselves, and then you will see a coalition government truly function.
You know, I want to, since we are talking about continuity and change, one of the figures who represents continuity is the Speaker Om Birla. And he's already found himself in controversy. First day, he raised the issue of emergency. That has been objected to. And today something interesting happened. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, while taking his oath, raised the Jai Samvidhan slogan in Parliament. What followed after that was the Speaker admonishing him, and the opposition leaders then up in arms. Listen into how it happened.
I, Shashi Tharoor, having been elected a member of the House of the People, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter. Jai Hind, Jai Samvidhan.
संविधान की शपथ तो ले रहे हैं, ये संविधान की शपथ है।
You know, there you have Shashi Tharoor taking his oath on the Samvidhan, and I'll try and extend that with what Dipinder Hooda said and the reaction from Om Birla as well. The fact is, Syed Zaffar Islam, Om Birla seemed to have a problem with an MP saying Jai Samvidhan in Parliament, and a controversy was created over that as well. Now, Mr. Birla already comes with the tag of being the speaker who suspended 115 MPs, who expelled Mahua Moitra. He's not seen by many in the opposition as a neutral umpire. Is that also a sign the Modi government saying, look, we will do what we want?
So, Rajdeep, this is absolutely incorrect statement. Parliament is there to function for the benefit of the people. But when you just go and disrupt the parliament and do hooliganism, and especially when you are expected to deliver something for the people, but what you do, basically you just want to be seen on the television that you are disrupting the parliament. And when you do all these things, then what do you expect? When you go to the wall and you start slogans, and then you also start displaying placard and everything. So what do we expect? The Honorable chair to do.
No, but in this instance, it was showing the Constitution. The problem is the President seemed to have a problem with that.
So what did he say? He just... No, you seem to have problems, Congress seem to have problem, but he just made a reference that you are actually, he made a statement, very simple statement, कि संविधान के ही तो आप शपथ ले रहे हो. So what is wrong in it? He was just trying to tell him that unnecessarily you're making this kind of statement because आप संविधान की ही शपथ ले रहे हो. So what is wrong in it?
What is wrong in it, Jebi Mathur? Is the Congress criticizing Om Birla needlessly, or do you believe Om Birla is not a neutral umpire?
Rajiv, let me ask a very plain and simple question. Is it a crime to say Jai Samvidhan? Is it unparliamentary? Is it unconstitutional to say Jai Samvidhan? And now Zaffar Islamji, he says that it is unnecessary. How can saying Jai Samvidhan be unnecessary? We have so much of trust, faith, respect towards Constitution. And Jai Samvidhan is something which comes from our heart. Even that is not being allowed in this parliament. Why is that not being allowed?
No, ma'am, let me be fair. He did not say I won't allow it. He did not say I won't allow it, but he passed a comment on it, which the Congress has objected to. Yes, Zaffar Islam, very quickly.
Rajdeep, can I just take 10
Of course
seconds?
we object. Of course we object. He cannot comment on that. It is our right to say Jai Samvidhan. We can say, anybody can say Jai Samvidhan in this country.
Okay.
Nobody can pass a comment on all
you
that.
made your point. Very quickly, Zaffar Islam, very quickly.
That's a conscious attempt. You look at the chronology.
See, all I'm trying to tell you that he was ignorant.
Emergency.
Okay, 1 minute, put Zaffar Islam's voice down. Very quickly, Jebi Mathur, complete your point.
Real issues and dark realities the country is facing.
Okay, now
the dark reality of this country, they want to cover up, and there's a conscious attempt to do all that. That's why the speaker on day one itself saying about emergency, and then again the president saying about emergency.
Okay, ma'am, you made your point. Jebi Mathur, you made your point. Zaffar Islam deserves a response now. Madam, you made your point. Zaffar Islam, respond.
Can you lower her voice, please?
Yes, I've done. You now respond.
All I'm trying to tell you, the Honorable Chair, Mr. Birla, the Honorable Chair has only highlighted the ignorance he had. So his ignorance that आप शपथ तो ले रहे हैं संविधान की और जय संविधान, it was unnecessary to make this kind of slogan.
No, why?
This is what only he
what is the wrong? No, you see the point is Om Birla gets prickly about anything.
Did he say anything
just
wrong?
a minute, sir.
Did he say that you did anything wrong?
No, Dipinder Hooda said, what is wrong with Jai Samvidhan?
Did he say?
Birla replies, I'll try and play that. Birla replies, I don't need your suggestion on what needs to be objected to and what not. Now sit down. You know, he's behaving exactly as he was in the previous Lok Sabha.
Absolutely.
He has to start learning to get to be a neutral umpire. Is he a neutral umpire? Is Om Birla a neutral umpire?
He is a neutral umpire. Who says that he is not a neutral umpire?
The entire opposition.
Is to ensure that
the entire opposition has objected to him time and again.
Likewise, the opposition has to have voice. No, I am saying that he is ensuring that as much as the Treasury bench has a voice, likewise the opposition bench also has the voice. But
okay, let me play that entire stretch again. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Let me please play it. Producer,
to make that
please
kind of
play it
criticism
again.
against him.
Okay, listen in now.
Yes, Samvidhan.
संविधान की शपथ तो ले ही रहे हैं। ये संविधान की शपथ है। किस पे आपत्ति नहीं, सलाह मत दिया करो। चलो बैठो, चलिए।
You know, Ghanshyam Tiwari, is the opposition, according to Zaffar Islam, protesting too much, questioning Om Birla being a neutral speaker?
Chalo baitho. This is the kind of action he says. It will put a basic headmaster to shame in basic etiquettes. And this is on display at the national level. And he's not saying that to a first-time member of parliament. Dipinder Hooda ji has been a member of parliament multiple times, and he's not preaching to a first-time member of parliament. Shashi Tharoor ji can give a lesson on constitution, on Indian diplomacy, and a whole bunch of things to entire BJP, and they will not remember it the next day. So when Om Birla the question is not that. Question is, why is Om Birla getting irritated? He is getting irritated because the blot of his actions in the 17th Lok Sabha are being cited every hour, as I said. Not only him, Mr. Modi is getting irritated. I was looking at NarendraModi.in. I was looking at his first month in 2019 and his first month in 2024. First month in 2019, Narendra Modi 2.0, that's the topic of your debate. He behaved like a god who has been elected. This month, he is suddenly becoming biological again. Mr. Modi is shaking hands with members of parliament. He is.
No, so what's wrong with that? No, what's wrong with that? You know, damned if you do. If he's now shaking hands with y'all, you'll have a problem over that.
I'm saying it is good to see him becoming biological again, because nation expects a biological prime minister. We do not elect our gods. Mr. Modi is the only one who will say, "Hum Ram ko laye hain." Ayodhya, which is leaking, just like papers are getting leaked, Ayodhya is leaking, Jabalpur airport is leaking. So this is a government that will leak away just like this.
Okay.
And you say Modi 3.0, this is Modi 0.3, because you have Narendra Modi, you have Nitish Kumar, and you have Mr. Naidu. And somebody said honeymoon period. You are talking about honeymoon period with two allies. For 10 years, you have tried to finish off these allies. I have worked with Nitish Kumar ji for 6 years, and I know that for 10 years, Modi government, BJP specifically, has hunted him to stab him in the back, and he has survived. And so is the case with Mr. Naidu.
Okay.
So this government will leak away.
Okay, in a sense, therefore, Sandeep Shastri, how long is this honeymoon going to last? For now, Mr. Modi is shaking hands, as Ghanshyam Tiwari rightly points out, even shook hands with Rahul Gandhi, who a few months ago he said, "Kaun Rahul?" From Kaun Rahul, he's shaking hands now with Rahul Gandhi. Has June 4th changed anything in your view, or is it only an optical change at the moment?
At the moment, Rajdeep, for me, it is only cosmetic and notional changes that you are noticing. I concede the point Ghanshyam ji makes that we have had a NDA government for 10 years, but then you have a genuine coalition government only in the 3.0 term that you are now talking about. So therefore, I'm talking about the genuine coalition and the honeymoon period here. Rajdeep, this morning on India Today, I wrote a piece where I said it requires two to tango, where I said that the new parliament's message clearly of the voter is a space for the opposition and a ruling party which is within the framework now of a coalition. I think these two facts is something that the working of parliament needs to demonstrate. And I think everybody is going to closely watch the way opposition functions with larger numbers and how a government functions within the framework of the coalition.